The goalposts change. You know, I had to go and negotiate with AJ to step aside.
And he was in?
He never wanted to do.
Okay.
Then it got to a point where I said to him, look, the money's good, you can have a warm-up fight with a new trainer, and you can fight the winner for 3 times more than you're supposed to get to fight Usyk, right? So logically, this could make sense. But when you've got a lot of money and you're a principles guy like AJ, he's saying, I have to walk down the street knowing that I've stepped aside. I don't want to step aside. Anyway, cut a long story short, the plan was Fury fights Usyk and AJ fights the winner. Nice and simple. And then all of a sudden, Fury said, I'm not willing to fight Usyk. I want to warm up first. And we're saying, well, hang on. I don't even trust Fury to fight AJ after Usyk. Now I've got to trust Fury to have a warm up, then fight Usyk, then fight AJ. So we were renegotiating the deal, etc. And then Fury just said, I want to go ahead with a Dillian Whyte fight. So I'm glad in a way, because the whole thing was a bit of a mess.
Honestly, bring them to me! Lord Gypsy King, bring them to me! And I'll put them in the place. I'll relieve them.
As reported a week ago, the step-aside deal for Anthony Joshua to step aside and Dillian Whyte to step aside for Fury to fight Usyk fell through. And I told you from the get-go, Tyson and Fury did not want to fight Usyk. It was all capping. And I believe what Eddie Hearn is saying. I don't really trust promoters, but I believe more what Eddie Hearn is saying than what Tyson Fury is saying. Tyson Fury is a walking contradiction. And I believe also what he says about Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua didn't really want to step aside. You heard what Eddie Hearn said. AJ told him that I could show my face on the streets if I took the step aside money, knowing in my heart that I avoided Usyk. And this is why I have so much respect for Anthony Joshua. He wants to beat Usyk himself. He don't want nobody else doing it for him. And if he can't do it, he going out on his shield. And people want to call AJ mentally weak. I believe if Fury loses a fight, he will not recover like Anthony Joshua. I mean, that's what he brags about, right? I'm the best heavyweight in the division because I'm undefeated. And we know what happened after Wilder lost a fight. He hasn't won another fight yet. And yet, some of these fans still think Wilder's the second best heavyweight in the division. Frank Warren, Bob Arum is saying Anthony Joshua wanted more money, and that's why the deal collapsed. I think it was more of a proposal than a deal. And this proposal was put together by Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn himself has said, the boxers are my boss. I work for them. So Hearn's job is to seek out the best opportunities for his fighters. And that's what he was doing for Anthony Joshua, even though Anthony Joshua did not want to step aside. What Eddie Hearn should have realized is that Tyson Fury was playing him. Now, this Dillian Whyte Fury thing is very interesting because Fury and his people are saying that Dillian Whyte has not signed the contracts, and Eddie Hearn says they haven't received any contracts. So someone is lying. But that's another video. Anyway, leave your thoughts and comments below. JBZ, I'm gone.